This is Father Ken Lau, and welcome to the Living with a Saint series. In today's episode, I will be featuring to you Blessed Benedetta, Bianchi, Porro. I'm reading this from the Denver Catholic website, an article entitled Almost Saints, 6 Faithful Catholics on Their Way to Sainthood, written by Rocio Madera. And here in this article, the author wrote that Blessed Benedetta Bianchi Porro was born on August 8, 1936 in Forlì, Italy. When she was only 3 months old, she contracted polio, which made one of her legs shorter than the other. So during her childhood, kids would make fun of her and call her the cripple, but she never got offended and responded, "It is the truth." Benedetta was a delicate, sensitive child, intelligent, happy, and very contemplative. She began keeping a diary when she was 5. In one occasion, she wrote, "The universe is enchanting. It's great to be alive." So you see here, despite her condition. So during her teenage years, she began to lose her hearing and to stagger. In order to walk easier, she had to start using a cane. At the age of 17, she wanted to study medicine. She wanted to engage with others as a doctor to help those who needed aid the most. Although some of the teachers were opposed to having a medical student who was partially deaf, she proved to be a brilliant student. 21 years of age, she was diagnosed with von Recklinghausen's disease, a rare condition that left her blind and deaf. Due to her illness, she was forced to leave medical school. She underwent different surgeries that left her paralyzed, blind, and she could barely speak. In a short period of time, she also began to lose all her senses. She was paralyzed except for one hand, where her mother would sign the Italian alphabet to communicate with her. In the darkness of her pain, she was illuminated by the light of Jesus, and she became a gift to others. At home, she began to evangelize others through letters in which she discussed faith and the love of God. So many people visited her, attracted by the mystery of a girl who, struck by a terrible suffering, reacted with love and hope. In a letter she wrote to a young man who suffered similarly, she wrote, "Because I am deaf and blind, things have become complicated for me. Nevertheless, in my Calvary, I do not lack hope. I know that at the end of the road, Jesus is waiting for me, first in my armchair and now in my bed. I have found a wisdom greater than that of man. I have discovered that God exists, that He is love, faithfulness, joy, certitude. My days are not easy. They are hard, but sweet because Jesus is with me, with my sufferings, and He gives me His sweetness in my loneliness and light in the darkness. He smiles at me and accepts my collaboration." So Benedetta passed away January 23, 1964, after receiving communion and reconciliation. In 1975, her cause for canonization was approved. In 1993, she was declared venerable by Pope John Paul II. On September 14, 2019, day of the exaltation of the cross, Benedetta Bianchi was beatified. So I hope we ask the intercession of Blessed Benedetta Bianchi to really pray for us that in the midst of the trials and sufferings that we will experience in this life, we will still experience that peace and joy because we are in a relationship with Jesus. God bless. The living saint, Jesus, Mary, Joseph, we trust in you.